The Hornets coming to an Eastern Conference contest in this game. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg.
Let's go. You're in.
The switcher also for Charlotte. Henderson's checked in. The Bulls have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Well, the Bobcats then, now Hornets, might have been a little bit late to the analytics movement, but that's going on in the NBA all over the place, and they're full-time on it now.
Yeah, they're all over it. Last season, they had a half dozen of their staff devoted to analytics.
On the court for the Hornets, Walker runs the point with Stevenson flanking him. Zeller and Johnson. And it's Henderson in at the 3 spot. Bossie's checked in for Kemba Walker. Here's Snyder. Chance there to take the lead. Missing.
And for the Hornets, that's huge, having a bit of a numerical guide as to who to target in free agency because they aren't usually a big player in that respect. His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Well, Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Noah with a screen for Rose. Shot is no good. Good D by Stevenson.
And we know the Hornets definitely aren't as big a player in most free agent instances. That's pretty clear. Small market team. They're usually at the bottom of the league in payroll.
They are. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new grouping. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Mirotic. Saul comes in for Taj Gibson. McDermott's checked in for Tony Snell. And it's Rose in for Kirk Hinrich. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Jefferson's checked in for Zeller. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for Gerald Henderson. Lance Stevenson's checked in for Gary Neal. And it's Boss in for Brian Roberts. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. MKG and Marvin Williams holding down the forward spots. Boss is out there with Lance Stevenson. And it's Jefferson in at the center position.
Well, despite that possession, something I've liked is that they've really been in control while getting out to this lead. They've kept the turnovers down.
Rose goes in, and the layup's good off the glass. Rose has got 4 points this quarter.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Bulls trail by 5. Brooks gets to Gasol. Williams with the defensive effort.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
Yeah, that should tilt things toward them. I mean, they've been winning that battle.
1:35 left now here in the second. And Brooks, here we go. He dishes it to McDermott. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. McDermott's got 5 now.
They're absolutely stroking it from outside. I mean, textbook perfect. Good balance, nice high release, splash.
Last outing for Charlotte, they won that game against Dallas.
And one way to nullify a home court advantage, like they did that night, Kevin, light it up from the three-point line. Nothing is more demoralizing to a home crowd.
Steve, you're exactly right. I mean, that was the great equalizer. Their perimeter play definitely took them over the top.
Charlotte making some changes. Cody Zeller comes in for Marvin Williams. And that does it for the first half of play. Hornets lead by 7. And a chance now to send you.
Kevin, I've got Coach Tom Thibodeau.
Okay, guys. Solid play so far. I like what I'm seeing. But just a few things to talk about before the second half. I'll say this. We kept a very tight handle on the basketball, and that's something I always like to see. The fewer turnovers, the better, obviously.
The second half just about to get going. Here's Stevenson. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Hinrich and Rose, the guards. Inside at the 4 and 5 are Gasol and Noah. And it's McDermott in at the 3. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. And Kidd-Gilchrist kicks to Stevenson. Just 5 to shoot. Tries it from 19. It's rebounded by Noah. Noah's got his 5th rebound in this one.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Bossie's checked in for the Hornets. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Steve Clifford was just going over the game plan with his team. He was was intent on running the offense through Stevenson. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. The shot's good from Snyder. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Rose goes in. It's stolen by Jefferson. And now the fast break. Stevenson with the ball. Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Snyder. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Fires for three. No good from Snyder. Bulls trail by 10.
Pau Gasol over the last few seasons dealing with a number of lower body injuries. Knee tendonitis, plantar fasciitis, groin, toe. I tell you, Kobe had suggested to him to try to really slim down to lessen the pressure on his joints.
The Bulls have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. And Pau never really the burly type, but for 7 foot. So for the Bulls, Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gibson. Gasol comes in for McDermott, and it's Rose in for Tony Snell. And then for Charlotte, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Henderson, and Walker subbed in for Gary Neal. And Charlotte, looking at who they've got. At the 3, MKG and Cody Zeller at the 4. Walker runs the point with Stevenson flanking him. And it's Jefferson in at the pivot, manning the middle. Aussie's checked in for Walker. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Passes it to Snyder. Puts up a 3. Gasol with the rebound. Bulls trail by 8. Three-pointer, Heinrich can't hit.
He's killing them with his poor shooting. The defense is more than willing to give him those shots now.
And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
He's playing selfishly now, guys. He's just trying to get as many shots up as he can. Doesn't look at all concerned about his teammates.
And it's Rose missing. Hornets leading by 8. Inside and stolen by Mirotic. Knocks it loose. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Boss passes to Zeller. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Stevenson. Pass to Snyder. Lets the 3 fly. They grab their own miss. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to Milwaukee. Rose kicks to Heinrich. Three-pointer. Mirotic's shot is off.
Well, I tell you what, that's fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. The key there was not to give him much space before he took that shot.
That's the only way to stop him, Clark. The defender has to be all over.
Stop settling for threes.
Good on the second free throw. Now here's Walker. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Charlotte no good that time either.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Aussie's checked in for Charlotte. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, Kevin. Tom Thibodeau had some words for his team in that last huddle. He told them, guys, we're getting bogged down in the half court. Let's get out and run, see what's available in early offense. If there's nothing there, we can always back it out and run our sets. Good advice, Kevin.
Clock at 6. Inside to Jefferson.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Heinrich. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
The shot's good from Snyder. Bulls trail by 8. Outside Gasol. Elbow shot. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. 6 points for Pau Gasol.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Snyder, he's covered by Rose. Here's Jefferson. And it's good. Walk through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
So you hate to see a guy suffer through a game like this, but his team is winning.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
You know, one of the big stories has been the three ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
The other thing that's been huge for them is their points in the paint. They're getting the ball inside and converting on a regular basis.
Noah's shot is off.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
Well, you get more rebounds, you get more possessions, more shots at the hoop, and oftentimes that decides the game.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
I have no idea why he was fouling there.
And even the foul, I mean, you can't be wrapping guys up like that. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. That's a meaningless play.
Hornets on defense now. Rose can't hit.
Using his strength nicely there to ensure the rebound. Good work.
Here's Snyder. That one wide left.
A well-contested shot there.
And that's the key defensively. You got to make him work for it, challenge every shot. Take a look at what McDermott's been doing. He has 11 points, and he's also got one block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, it's just a small part of what's been a solid overall contribution by him defensively.
Doug McDermott. At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that narrows the gap to 7. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Snyder, and the shot falls short this time.
And this has not been a quarter for him to remember.
Yeah, it sure hasn't, Steve. I mean, he's been doing his invisible man impersonation here, hasn't he?
Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Stevenson. And so it's Charlotte with the win. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
So that'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.